speaking of hands, if you or anybody you know has a condition in your hands or feet that can start as tingling and become incredibly severe, you're going to find that Rejuvenate becomes your go-to product for everything I just mentioned and more. Listen to the testimonials in the back office. It is astounding about the effects it's had for a tremendous number of people. Next, I want to talk about Restore. Restore is our third generation product. It's called Restore 3.0, and Dr. Bevan has truly created something incredible using a base of two ancient superfoods, olive oil with olive leaf and black seed. They've both been used for thousands of years because of the benefits they provide to the human condition. They mentioned olive oil in the Bible. They found black seed when they opened King Tut's tomb. But Dr. Bevan uses several elements of each in a unique way. As an example, with olive oil, he uses several elements to tune up and detoxify our cells while increasing our mitochondria. Now, that's the unique thing. That's the thing that sets us apart and makes us different. That's our name. MoreMito, short for mitochondria. Dr. Bevan discovered when you can replace this mitochondria, the thing you've been losing since you were a kid. You're lucky to have 50% in your 50s and 60s, maybe as low as 10% in your 70s and 80s. Your body can't function because it doesn't have power. It doesn't have energy. Dr. Bevan discovered when you can increase and replace what you lost, and the body starts to work the way it's supposed to. It starts to work the way it did before life and the environment started tearing your body down. And he uses black seed to increase your energy, but it's cellular energy. It's steady. It's strong. It's not like a hit you get from caffeine or sugar with a big high followed by a deep crash. We're talking about steady energy with no jitters. Imagine being able to start and complete a task without a need to sit on the couch and rest. How about the disappearance of your brain fog? Or better yet, something strenuous, like a long bike ride that has a short recovery time. In a nutshell, you can live life again to its fullest on your terms without a need to sit on a couch and watch it all pass you by. And I've only mentioned 2 of the 44 ingredients Dr. Bevan has blended to create Restore. The blending is important. It has to be in the right proportion. Dr. Bevan will tell you, if you take a handful of vitamins, you're lucky if a third are not a complete waste, overpowered, canceled out by other things in that handful of vitamins. It has to be in the proper proportion. And then the most critical thing is the XDS that gets it through your cell walls and deep into the mitochondria. Look, this isn't a case of pouring some ingredients in a pan, stir it up, and put them in a bottle. It takes 8 weeks, start to finish, to make a bottle of Restore. And that's why it works the way it does. Again, tremendous testimonials supporting what's happened to people with that product. Our most recent product is called Renew, Brain and Body. Listen, Renew stands on the shoulders of Rejuvenate and Restore. Not all the ingredients Dr. Bevan needs for us to have to increase our mitochondria can be delivered in a liquid base. They have to be delivered dry. So he created these tiny capsules with these additional ingredients to truly increase your mitochondria back to the age when you were a kid. Helps with blood flow in the body, helps with the firing of the synapses in the brain, the clearing of brain fog. Renew, Brain and Body, a powerful third addition to the triad of products to bring your mitochondria back. Finally, some of the most important members of our family are the pets that we own. And dogs and cats can suffer just like we do. If your dog is hobbled, can hardly walk up and down the stairs, it certainly isn't chasing balls and playing fetch anymore. If your cat is lethargic, hacking up fur balls and shedding, listen, they're closer to all the bad things in the environment, the chemicals on the lawn to make it grow. They're allergic to the things we are allergic to out in the environment. If you want to bring a dog quickly back to puppy stage, extend his life, make it an incredibly playful life and pain-free life. If you want a cat to become a kitten again, give them Petlife. Rejuvenate, Restore 3.0, Renew Brain and Body, and Petlife. There's nothing like what these products can do. To hear more about that, I'm going to turn the call back over to Roger. Roger, take it away.
All right. Thank you, Dale. We are talking about healthy weight loss today. You know, the state of at least in the United States, of how we're doing with respect to weight loss is really, really challenging. Like over 2/3 of the people in the United States are either obese or overweight. All right, 2/3 of it. When you look at older people, that's adults between 40 and 59. It's like 44% are obese. That's the higher category of that, right? This is predisposing us to blood pressure issues, blood sugar issues, all kinds of issues like that. And it's also becoming a bit of an epidemic in children. We're seeing nearly 20% of children ages 2 to 19 being obese. This is amazing. We got to do something about this. And that's part of why we're on this topic, not just because we came out of the holiday. We got to get a whole life straight to address this. And to get us going, we're going to turn to Dr. Joy Scott. She's tuning in for Dr. Dan on Saturday. Got a lot of really good comments about her. Dr. Joy, are you with me? Are you there? Can you hear me?
I am right here waiting.
Okay, so
I sure
here's
am.
my question. Good deal. Here's my question for you. What does the health of your gut have to do with healthy weight management? Educate us. Make us all feel smart, okay?
Well, I'm going to try. And so I want everybody to look at this like there's two sides to the same coin. And so how we're looking at it, this weight loss, weight gain, can you imagine that some of us are looking to gain weight? So it's two sides here, but it all starts and ends like in this gut. It starts with the food and it goes through your whole digestive system. And it's all about having a healthy gut that goes with this. And so if your colon is good and healthy and you're eating all the right foods, you could be the right weight. But let's suppose if you're eating a poor diet, it could get congested and you could gain weight. Or you could lose weight by starving your body, okay? And so we're going to look at that possibility here. So if you eliminate disease causing overweight or underweight by eating too many fats and chemicals. So what we got to do is rebuild that colon. The colon walls is what's so important to get those microbiomes moving and healthy. White sugar, high acid foods can cause diarrhea that could cause you to lose a lot of weight. Too much bad bacteria. We got to come to that equal balance in that gut. And that can cause that weight loss. Okay? And poor digestion, it can just cause havoc. And so whether it's weight loss or weight gain. Okay? So some foods we have to stay away from are corn, wheat, lactose in milk, okay, which are all indigestible. The body can't digest it. And then too much, it moves real slow through the colon, and you hang on to all those undigested calories and causes weight gain. Here's another one. You should avoid chlorine in your drinking water. It also disturbs your digestibility. And it's all about whether you can digest the food or not, because all of this waste can get encrusted on the side walls of your colon, okay? And so then the best digestion is the key. So let me go over a few little household rules about helping your food to digest, And so when we eat a starch, let's say a bread, and I'm gonna say millet bread. That's the bread I love. It's full of protein. It's all alkaline, and it's very digestible. And so So that particular bread is going to only, this particular bread, it's exciting about millet bread because it is a protein. You could eat it with vegetables. Where if it was normal, regular wheat bread, you could not eat it with protein. So wheat starches, most of your starches like white potatoes and all the pasta, cornbread, those kind of things, you cannot eat them with protein, a piece of meat. And so you have to put the right combination so that it won't stay in your colon and cause you not to be able to pour your nutrients out of your food. And so the better digestion is the key now. So you can absorb your nutrients. So you could gain weight. And you always drink water 30 minutes before a meal. That's going to help that digestion be wonderful, and so that the food can move down and move out instead of hanging out in your colon. And the longer the food hang out in the colon, then that's when we're going to have poor microbiome, colon, gut health. And you know, it starts that very, very first disease. It's called leaky gut. And that's what we don't want. That's what's going to bring about the weight gain and all of that stuff. So that's why we are putting the Rejuvenate in the belly button. We're rubbing it in the belly button clockwise so it can help the food move through the whole digestive system and move out. That's why we are doing it. So please don't rub it counterclockwise. And hey, those are some really good little tips right there.
All right.
And so just remember, drink water 30 minutes before eating. Put your proteins with your vegetables only. Your starch and carbohydrates with your vegetables only. And hey, we should be able to get through this. Better digestion is the key. And so let's get busy with it. Thank you.
If you don't have your pens and paper, get your pens and paper so you can take notes. You don't want to miss this.
Okay.
Or your computer, you can take notes on your
computer.
computer.
What we're going to do is get into the supplementation aspect of talking about XVS technology and how it benefits, and is the basis for a really healthy weight management program. Now, as always, we're saying this for your information because we make no attempt to diagnose, treat, or cure diseases because we feel like we've got a higher concept. What we want to do is regrow your mitochondria and put your body in a better position to fix you, okay? And that includes getting you back on track when you may be diabetic, you may be overweight, and those kinds of things, like Greg Barker's was, okay? Let's see how that came out. What we are learning is that, like, when you got the diabetic situation and everything, it's actually depressing your brain. Right? That's why you get so much sharper once you get on that stuff, because once it starts to take a lot of that blood sugar out of your bloodstream and repair some of that damage, man, your brain can bounce back.
I believe it. I'm telling you, I'm just so focused now. Definitely, it's phenomenal. I'm just, looking forward to more and more stuff each day. Lost about up now about 10 pounds. Product has really helped me lose weight. Detoxing me and stuff like that. So I'm very regular every morning before I get out in the streets. I definitely make my visit, and it's weird. You can kind of know when you're feeling like. I've been checking my the weight from actually before Thanksgiving to now, 10 pounds. And trust me, I eat more.
So it came out like your month and a half, about 6 weeks, you've lost 10 pounds.
Yes, 10 pounds, yes, sir. I got the before and after current pictures from the scale, so definitely, it's working for me.
All right. And how that detox working?
Oh, it keeps me regular, so I'm good.
Definitely. You're just a regular guy now.
Yes, sir. Oh, almost to the clock time-wise. And probably within the first 30 minutes, we hit the floor. I'm going. I love it. There you go. So appreciate everything, sir. We look forward to growing with this company.
All right. So another thing you may have noticed is that you could have been really sick earlier in life, and you get a little bit older, and you don't have the same exercise and eating habits and so forth. You could end up having those kinds of issues you just heard George talk about. Greg talk about. And George Stark, here in the DC area, Handy Randy Nation is a good example of that. He was a bodybuilder. He was like in super condition, right? Kind of backslid a little bit, but Mito helped bring him back. So, George, you were on Restore and Rejuvenate for a couple weeks, and when you started, you were diabetic and overweight. And I understand that in the first couple weeks, you went from 6.6 A1C to 6.1. That's diabetic to pre-diabetic, and your weight went from 234 down to 222. And that's on top of you getting better sleep, improved elimination, and relief from a foot with aching, curling, and causing you a lot of discomfort. Is that right?
That's correct, Roger.
Okay. How you been doing lately?
Been doing great lately. I'm currently down to about 218, which is my fighting weight, so to speak. So Restore has really gotten me down to an acceptable weight for my age.
All right. So what kinds of things help you do that? I mean, I understand your foot's improved. Maybe that helps you get the energy going. I mean, your energy, get your activity going again. And how about your energy level?
Man, I'm doing good. Feel strong. I'm getting back into weightlifting. Not as the level I was when I was younger, but I'm getting back to lifting weights about 3 or 4 times a week. I'm curling 50 pounds. Ain't too many 66-year-olds can do that. So it's giving me that kind of energy to get back to doing some weightlifting.
Anything else come to mind?
Well, the weight is not coming back on, and I'm eating just about anything I want to. So it's really stabilized my weight level at a very healthy point. So evidently, the ingredients of Restore are doing some incredible things in my metabolism.
All right. Congratulations, George. Thank you for that.
All right, buddy. Take care.
Okay. So let's take this in another direction. Most of us probably could do with losing a little bit of weight. Statistically, that's clearly true. But there are some of us who actually need to gain some weight. And in some instances, as Dr. George was alluding to, is because of the health of your gut, right? I mean, your health goes through your gut, right? 70% of your immune system's there. You've heard of that. It is critical, really, to everything, and we paid a lot of attention to that in our formulation. That was a good thing for Michael Hunter, who came to us with a gut issue, had been to many doctors, a lot of emergency room benefits, and he was in within, and he had a good portion running into the inimitable Edward Mann. Let's see how that came out. We talked to Michael Hunter out of Houston. Michael, tell me what your health concerns were, what you were dealing with before you met us.
Well, I was at the doctor, and when I went to the doctor, I went to the emergency room like 5 different times over the course of the last year and a half, 2 years, and they couldn't tell me what was wrong. My weight, I dropped down to 115 pounds. I wasn't keeping food in, wasn't keeping nutrients in. I was throwing up for 11 days straight multiple times, and every time I go into the emergency room, they would just, tell me what they want to tell me, and they would answer any of my questions or run tests, give me the answers I was looking for. And so I kind of gave up. And I guess the last time I got sick for 11 days throwing up, I talked to Edward, who referred me to MoreMito, and he told me to try out the product. And at this point, anything was better than where I was at, and I tried it. And when I tried this product, man, the energy started to come back into my body. I was able to start to move around and start to, manage life for myself instead of being so dependent, and even the pain that I was having from the diabetic neuropathy in my legs started to dissipate, and at this point, my feet, they still tingle, but they don't tingle They're probably 80% better than they were before. I've actually gained weight. This weight, I'm actually like not 115 anymore. I'm like 165, which is a blessing. And then on top of that, you know, I know what's wrong with me. I understand now that it was my gut health that was the issue. I only had 1 of 5 good bacteria working in my favor. And so most of my catastrophic system failure was based on the excess of candida, the yeast in my stomach, in my system, and it caused my whole environment to be acidic. So, you know, having MoreMito in my system allowed me to be able to think, because when you sick like this, you can't really think, you can't really have clarity of mind. And that MoreMito gave me an edge. It gave me the edge so that I can, you know, take my life back. And now I have my life back. I just want to make sure it's at the tip top. Now that I understand there's a potential that I can really feel better than I've ever felt in my life. Oh yeah, I need this.
I really appreciate you sharing that. What else might you have noticed, Michael, in addition to what you just mentioned?
I mean, honestly, man, everybody around me is sick, bro. Like, honestly, my family, they deal with diabetes, and I thought that because, you know, I had diabetes, and the doctor gave me a diagnosis, I haven't taken diabetes medicine since I started taking the MoreMito. Actually, I've been off of diabetes medicine for, right now, it looks like 9 months. I haven't had any diabetic medicine, no insulin, you know, whatever that other stuff is that flushes the sugar out your system. I don't even want to have to deal with that. But yeah, all of that stuff has changed. And so when it comes to me, I fix myself. Like, I'm even having these clear dreams, you know, when I'm waking up feeling like, you know, I just had this experience with somebody that I've had in my dreams. It's really real, you know. So, you know, the amount of sensitivity that's regaining in my body on a lot of different levels is amazing. But, you know, just having the energy and the clarity of mind, and you know, the not hope, but knowing that I can feel better than I have felt in a long time because there is a solution. So, you know, I'm really thankful for MoreMito because it addresses the issue. It gives my cells energy. It can do what it does naturally, and I feel like I'm young. I should be, you know, vibrant and doing everything in the world that I want to do, not being a prisoner to my health or my body. And so I feel like MoreMito is giving me that understanding that is a possibility.
All right. Well, thank you for sharing that, Michael.
Yes, sir. I'm glad.
Okay, so Michael was down to 115 pounds. He was wasting away, okay? And what regrowing his mitochondria was able to do for him was allow his body to balance all of that out, right? Fix his gut with that energy. And now, with the food being processed on a normal way, not only was he able to get that back, you heard him talking about how he felt. That's not random, okay? I want to point that out to you, especially if you're new or haven't listened to very many of these calls. That's definitely a mental / psychological component to this, with any weight problem, okay? And you're going to hear that really, really well when I played an interview with Sharon Fraley. I talked to Sharon a few days ago, and Sharon's a natural practitioner also out of Atlanta, but she was overweight. She's helping a lot of people, but she wasn't able to help herself with that weight, right? So listen to this interview with her. We'll unpack it. There's a lot of stuff going on that we want to point out, and then I'm going to want to talk to Sharon after that, okay? Here we go. I have the pleasure of speaking with Sharon Fraley. Sharon, I interviewed you last year. You know, really, you didn't have any specific health concerns, but your vision just was possible, was amazing, you got all the energy. But since you were only 3 days in, you hadn't had any time to lose weight. So I'm just curious, what has happened with regards to your weight since then?
Well, since I've been on the MoreMito, my weight has went down tremendously. I've been able to keep it down, and people are asking me, what am I doing? People are saying to me, sure, you look good. What happened? And I tell them it's the MoreMito product. And so when I first started taking the MoreMito product, as I mentioned to you over a year ago, I had so much energy, my eyesight changed, and then the weight, and it just started like falling off. And so I could tell how my clothes were fitting, and I was not going to the gym. Okay, so I have been able to tell people I was not going to the gym for that whole year of taking the product, and I just recently started going to the gym because the weight came off, and your skin is loose, and you just want to tone up.
Sharon, how much were you weighing before you started Mito, and how much did it come down to?
I was weighing like I was almost like 232. And now I'm down to, as of today, like 179. I go between 179 and 180. And so it came off. It came off so fast in my face, up under my neck. And then it just started, even with me looking in the mirror, just looking at like, how balloons blowed up. And then it started to go down. So that's how I started to look.
Okay. So you lost right at 50 pounds.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes.
How quickly did you notice the weight start coming off?
Very quickly. But also with the MoreMito product too, those sugar craves that I used to have, and the appetite, it changed it. So my taste bud changed. And so also, not doing sodas, not doing processed foods, a lot of sugars and things like that was the extra on top of taking the MoreMito with the weight coming off so fast.
Okay.
And so what I tell people is like,
go ahead.
And what I tell people, this is a natural Ozempic. You don't need those types of things. When you change your eating habits and you go on the product, the MoreMito product, this is your Ozempic. I'm a witness. I know what happened to me. And so, and people tell me all the time, Sharon, you look good. If you're losing more weight, you're going to just blow away. And I'm like, no. But yeah, it's been wonderful. And so I feel better, I sleep better, more energy, and I just continue to take it.
Yeah, you were sounding like you had this control that you didn't have before where your eating was concerned.
Correct. Stress eating, eating when you see it, eating you're thinking about, maybe somebody mentioned a cupcake, and you want to go get a cupcake. But taking the MoreMito has changed my eating habits. I realize that.
Yeah, so we call that emotional intelligence. When you can make better decisions for yourself, and when you can do those things that you needed to do and really wanted to do but couldn't make it happen, like you just mentioned, for example, now you're going to the gym. So those are some of the things that go along with that emotional intelligence. I think I'm hearing from you.
Yes.
All right. So you also mentioned that you had some other family members to lose weight as well?
Yes, my mom. So she lost so much weight, and so she went to the doctor, had things checked out, and everything was checking out great. So she's gained some weight back, and so she's happy about that. And so she slowed down on the doses that she was taking, but now. I know we're talking about weight, but this is a testimony. She had a bad asthma attack. And I said, Mom, get the MoreMito. And so once she did the MoreMito, and I said, do like 8 milliliters. And so immediately her lungs calmed down. So she's like, Yeah, I can't put that MoreMito down. I just make sure I continue to eat more food because I don't want my weight to go away.
All right. Thank you for sharing that, Sharon. I really appreciate it. It was really illuminating.
You're so welcome. You're so welcome. Thank you for the product. Thank you. And thank you for everything. It's just been a blessing to a lot of people and to myself as well. I'm a Reiki master, and I do the detoxification of the organs.
Okay, so the reason I'm saying this is that Dr. Dan is not available to me regularly. I don't know when I'm getting back. And I want some practitioners like you are identifying yourself to me to do parts on different calls. Like when I do the detox call, you would be perfect to put in that and talk about it. Because you use our stuff and you're also a specialist in that area.
Okay.
If you're interested.
I'm sure. I mean, if I'm available, I know you have the calls on Saturdays and Mondays. If I can step into the area, I would be,
Right, well, here's what we would do, though. We would just record you. If I wanted to use we just record you. Because where are you up in?
I'm in Georgia, in Atlanta. I met you at the hotel. Oh. Okay.
Send me your picture so I can recognize you. You know, I'm meeting a lot of people, right? So I want to see it. Okay, I think we got the wrong recording in there. Sorry, we had a little technical thing where I actually fell off the line right then and couldn't stop that. But let's recap where we are, okay? So Sharon, who knows a lot about nutrition, was unable to lose that weight because her gut was talking to her and telling her to eat all kinds of stuff she shouldn't eat. Yeah.
Sure, some of you are experiencing that. I've experienced that before too.
Get your mitochondria restored and those things be corrected, we specifically benefit that gut bacteria, which actually talks to your brain through your vagus nerve and all the bad stuff in there. So you give me some more of that junk food, eat some more of that sugar, right? So when we put that in there, it douses it, it cuts that off, okay? While all these other things are getting fixed. You heard the gentleman before that, Mike 100, how his gut got fixed, right? Well, those things in her case, the gut fixing part was mostly addressing that gut bacteria. She was probably otherwise pretty healthy. So now, with that being the case, the emotional intelligence we talk about can kick in, all right? And she's starting to do those things that she knows she needs to do. Now, that's really characteristic. That's not an accident. That is something that happens when your mitochondria empowers all your organs, including your brain, and puts you in a position to physically be better and mentally and emotionally be better also. That's what I find really, really remarkable. So I want to hear from Sharon right now. Sharon, you with me?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay. So one of the people who are seeing you go through all of this thing, Sharon.
Repeat that. I'm sorry. Say that again.
One of the people who are seeing you go through all of this weight loss, all this really major transformation, what are they saying when they see you?
Well, they're saying, is that really her? Sharon, you have lost so much weight. What are you doing? A lot of people ask me, what are you doing? And so the first thing I say is discipline. First, with the gut health, like the doctor she mentioned earlier, the gut health is so important. So once you correct the gut health and giving the gut what it needs, it fixes itself. And so being on the product, as I mentioned on the recording, my brain is so much better. It's not saying, hey, get that donut. You want more of this. And then with the fast food, I tell people it takes discipline. So once you start to detox, cleanse, and you're disciplined in what you're doing, and this is what you want. But when you see the results, this is what happened to me. Once I saw the results, weight falling off, my face changing, my clothes, I was able to get back into old clothes, and then just like towards the end of this year, I went on a shopping spree because I needed new clothes. And it's just amazing. So I tell people, if this is something you want to do and you be true to yourself, it takes discipline. But being on the MoreMito product is what really helped me keep my weight off for the whole year that I've kept it off.
Wow.
And people tell me it looks good.
It's temporary.
No, it's not temporary. It's a lifestyle change. I realized that because 6 years ago, 2019, 2020, 21, 22, I had weight issues up and down, up and down, up and down. And then in 24, getting on the products in February, it just started falling off. And then I went back and looked at my pictures, and I was like, wait a minute. And so I recognized it, but really the end of December 2024 and the whole year 2025, tremendous results.
Wow, that's amazing. How has it helped you in your practice?
It's in my practice. I push MoreMito. I tell people about MoreMito, and they see me. They see my results. I tell them my testimony, and I also share other people's testimony who've dealt with cancer with the MoreMito product. So it's wonderful.
Okay. Thank you for sharing
She's a practitioner.
You're off to a great start.
Other practitioners that watch this, you want to not only get on it yourself, but use it in your practice.
All right, so let me kind of recap this whole experience that we're trying to help people have. Again, our approach is regrowing mitochondria. We'll change the topic every week and end up saying the same thing because it's so pervasive, it affects so many things. Dr. Elliott decoded these signals. He knows how to talk to your mitochondria via our formulations, tell them to grow back. Now, all those things you couldn't do metabolically at the cellular level, they start happening again. It's not like your cells forgot how to do this. Those instructions are still in your DNA. It's just that you don't have the energy to run it, okay? But once we get it back, then all these things can come out. Those folks you heard earlier in the call who had blood sugar issues, Michael Hunter having that stomach issue and all of that, your body starts fixing these things. It starts having more efficient utilization of your blood sugar, so that you don't have that stuff damaging stuff. You heard her Sharon talk about her eye pop, right? Her eyes, that's what we're doing amazing. She can see stuff she said imagine before. And that's because your organs, your major organs, kidney, liver, so on, especially your heart, your brain, and your eyes, have a lot of mitochondria. So when you get them back, you're basically better. I like to say, we've been slowly going blind, slowly losing our mind, right? Because those organs need so much mitochondria. But you see what happens when you get it back, right? All those things can happen again. It'll be a function of what your body chooses to do. We just give it that nutritional toolkit that it so happens it already knows how to use, right? And it fixes stuff. There are 3 products in that product line. The first one is Restore. Okay, Restore's purpose is cellular repair and organ regeneration, like your guts and your eyes and so forth, right? It's got 44 ingredients. Part of them in there are regrowing mitochondria. The other ones in that 44 are touching every organ system you have with amazing nutrition delivered right all the way into the mitochondria, right? And then there's Renew Brain and Body, which grows mitochondria in a different way with water-soluble ingredients, and then there are additional ingredients in there for your brain. Then there's the Renew Brain and Body. Renew Brain and Body. There's Rejuvenate. We just talked about Renew Brain and Body. Yeah. Rejuvenate's that topical gel. It's highly recommended for anything that affects your hair, your scalp, your skin, any place on your body, literally face to feet, right? And you can take some of that Restore, say a teaspoon of it, put it in the Rejuvenate and apply it all over your body, everywhere you got a concern. Put it on your eyes, put it on your face. I warn you now, you put it on your face, it's going to be a side effect. You know what that side effect is? Unexpected compliments, okay? So if you can handle that, put it on your face regularly, all right? Anyway, we bundle these together. We save you money because we want you to be able to address your mitochondria in every way possible. We can't get all those things we need to grow your mitochondria in one place or one form, so we have to have them scattered across all three of these products as well. Okay, and that's what it is. So, you know, see what your mitochondria can do for you by giving this product a try. Okay, star 5 on your phone. If you've got a question or a comment, we're going to get to them shortly. But in the meantime, elbow and neighbor to commercial.
Thank you, Roger. Listen, everybody, you get these incredible products at MoreMito.com, MoreMito.com, then a / type in your username and hit enter. You're going to be at your website. Now, you know it's your site because your name is at the top of the page, so is your phone number, so is your email, your WhatsApp. And that's where you send people to learn more, to read about the ingredients, to look at the labels on the products. And after you've told them initially what you know, what's happened for you or what you've heard, they can go listen to some testimonials, and most important, they can purchase. They can only purchase from you. They can't buy direct from the company. But there's one more thing they can do, and that's join us. We've created a one-of-a-kind product line. From what you've heard now, you know there is nothing like what the UltraMito line of products can do. And we created a one-of-a-kind company to support it. There's no cost to join MoreMito. There's no monthly fees to be here at MoreMito. The website I just told you about is free. You get a free website from us. You don't even have to make purchases or be on auto ship if you decide to participate in the compensation plan. And that is also unique. You're going to love our compensation plan because we don't pay once a month or once a week or once a day. Every time a purchase happens, your compensation is in your back office to use. Once you become a verified member with us, we check your phone, we check your email, we know you're real, then you're going to have your compensation waiting right away in your back office. You can, if you've joined us as a referring customer, then you've got Mito Cash.
Dale, you there? Or are we having some technical issues tonight? Yes, we got
We are
Mito
definitely having technical. You've got Mito Cash. Is that where we left off? Mito Cash is you use it internally. You pay for products. You pay for shipping. You send it to other people inside the company, and it's tremendous for people outside the U.S. because they don't have to worry about monetary changes, monetary rates. But you can also upgrade. That's free as well. You can upgrade to a paid rep. And now you can use our ACH on steroids, the ACH system that sends cash to a bank almost anywhere in the U.S. It's the Stripe connectivity ACH plan. You can also send it to PayPal, to Venmo. Here's what you need to know. We're here to make things easy for you, to help you, to support you. We've got a support team that works 6 days a week, real human beings, not through email or recordings. If you don't get a real person when you call, leave a message, they're going to call you back because we're here to answer questions on compensation, on helping people place their orders, on getting people properly into the system. We're here to do everything for you. We created the products in the company. The one thing we can't do, it's all on your shoulders. Tell somebody about it. Tell them what you've heard. Tell them what you know. Listen to some testimonials and share them. You have knowledge now. Don't keep it hidden. Share it with people. Go change some lives and let us pay you extremely well for doing it. Roger, if I left anything out, let me know. I'm going to turn it back to you.
All right. Thank you, Dale. Let's talk a little bit as we get those hands up. Again, star 5 on your phone or on that panel. If you call in on the internet, if you got a question or a comment, star 5. Do it right now. Okay, so we want to talk a bit about our mobile marketing system that many of you have on your phones now, although we're getting it, right? But what's that going to do for us, Dale? Clue everybody in.
Roger, it completely changes the game. Look, everybody, you've got to learn about MoreMito. they're going to be able to watch videos. Imagine having Roger explain it in a way you've never heard before. I saw our video today. It is gorgeous, and it's almost done. It is going to take our story, and in 3.5 minutes, everybody's going to get it. They're going to understand, and they're going to come back to you and say, how do I get this stuff? How do I become part of it? You now are able to duplicate yourself, to duplicate your efforts. Listen, if you're a leader, imagine you're going to be sitting at your desk now handling phone calls because we alert the leaders when people watch these videos, when people listen to these testimonials. Do you know somebody that has an issue with blood pressure? Send them some blood pressure testimonials. You don't have to try to convince them. Let them listen to Archbishop Vince McCall talk about shots in his eyes that he doesn't get anymore. Your whole interaction with our products and the human population is about to change. And the hardest thing you're going to have to do from here on out is figure out how to spend your compensation. Roger, I'm kind of excited about it.
Yeah. So that mobile marketing system has two parts to it. The part you can see in your back office, you can access it there. Some people work better in their back office. And the same thing will be available on your mobile phone via our mobile app. So it's got a lot of versatility. All that tracking information that he talked about, I was talking to Sonia Harris, and she was just delighted that she could send things out and then see who was responding to the right under that in the tracking, which again is available in the back of and on a mobile app. So wherever you are, whatever situation you're in, you can see this. It's us telling the mitochondria story, giving people an opportunity to tell you what their health concerns are, and then giving you the collateral to, informationally speaking, to address that. Like if you have downloaded that mobile app right now, you can go to the Play Store, go to the App Store, download it to your phone, it'll ask you a couple questions, and you can put it on. And then play with it, get used to it. We're another week or so away from fully launching it, but it's really functional. You can see that information. Like we're on this topic right now on weight management. There's a whole new weight management section there with lots of videos that I've done. Go listen to those. Get used to doing that. And then there's also a feature where you're ever in a situation where you need to talk to somebody, you don't have a car, you don't have anything to say with you, or you don't even know what to say because you just got here, for example, right? We have a request info system where you can take your SMS code and text it to them, and all that's very clear to you. Just go in your back office and look where it says share more Mito info. Share more Mito info. Hover over that, and you'll see all those options, including the tracking. Send something to yourself, send something to your teammates. Look at how that thing works. And you're gonna see if this is next level stuff in terms of being able to tell our story, track the results and activities from it, right? And then grow your downline with it, because it doesn't take, your learning curve has been reduced. Your learning curve reduced it. Do you have a phone and can you press a button? Okay? If you can do that, then hey, you're in business. All right. So 2 opportunities here. We talked about that part. Obviously, give the technology a try. Put it together with your DNA. Let's see what your body comes up with. If you like what we're doing, if it resonates with you in any way, by all means, affiliate with us. Let's see what we can do together in 2026. Use this really powerful system we've got coming out to just push you way ahead. I don't know what your ambitions are. Maybe you just want to earn something and make sure you get your product paid for to share with folks, right? I was talking to Sam Slade earlier today. Sam's making like $8,000, and he's helping use it to help other people and also grow his team at the same time. Okay? Frank Provenzano, like I said, got the record, $30,000. So you can do so much good for yourself, the people you care about, your community, right? And obviously that takes money to do that, but we gotta reach all these people, and we're gonna pay you to help us. All right. So if any of that appeals to you, once again, affiliate with us. Let's see what we can do together. Okay. All right. So we got some hands, Dale. Let's go talk to some.
Yes, we do.
Let's go right to Martha up in Canada. Marva Lynn.
All right. Marva, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Thank you. Good evening. I am so excited about the app. I'm excited about the mitochondria story. And the thing about with the mitochondria story, people feel more involved now because they're not just being told about products. They've been told about, how they can get themselves, the process of getting there and why they're getting there. And so, I didn't say there's the we because it's helping me so much. And so I'm excited about the app. I just want to know, does it do dishes? Because I'm telling you so many things.
Do the dishes, mow the lawn. It is an incredible act.
Or make my bed. One thing I want.
Let me tell you how to help you do dishes, right? You're gonna earn so much more. You're gonna have a maid. How about that?
I knew he was gonna say that.
There you go.
Can I tell you? I just hired somebody.
All right.
So I'm making some money because I can hire somebody now to clean my house, which I did. Are we going to be able to pick a bundle, like make up our own bundles?
Not quite, because we have to. Well, tell us a bundle you need. If it's not there, we'll see if we can't put it together, right? But
Okay.
you have, in addition to the bundles, you can order individual ones, all right? So you can do that. But the bundle pricing is kind of like preset, give you like $50 discount, $200 value for $150. So we have to construct that ourselves. Okay.
Yeah. I mostly do 2 bundles where I do 4 of the Rejuvenate and then the Brain and Body.
I have that one.
But if I'm kind of super supplementing, then I need to have more Brain and Body and more Restore. Right?
Okay.
Restore.
Send that suggestion in the customer service, and we'll talk about it. Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. And I'm doing.
Right.
I like my pictures really sparkling. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much. Have a good night. I love you all.
You too, Marva. Thank you.
All right. Baya Quinlan's up in Philadelphia. Let's hear from her.
Oh, yeah, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Good evening, Roger Bell, my MoreMito family. I have a question about the app. Do we go to the App Store and ask for MoreMito?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
MoreMito. Download.
Yeah, I got that part. Yes.
Your username and password that you use to log into your back office is what you need to log into the app with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so when I go to the App Store, I will need that even when I go to get the app too?
Again, this is what the
My
app looks
password
like.
stuff, you're going to download it to your phone from the App Store, Play Store, whether you got an iPhone or an Android.
iPhone, yes.
Click on it, like with any other app, you gotta log into it. And ours will be requesting your username and password from MoreMito, because it is the MoreMito app.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much. You're making it very easy. I know that.
I'm telling
Go
you,
enjoy it, baby.
embarrassingly
You're going to like it.
right? Embarrassingly easy.
Yes.
All right. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Isla Ortiz in Dallas, Texas.
All right, I've unmuted you. Go ahead with your question.
Hello. My phone
Okay,
number
go right
says my phone number says Dallas, but I'm actually in Little Rock, Arkansas now.
All right, we'll take it that way. Isabel.
Yes.
All right, you pronounce your name.
And I don't know how many people you guys have selling in Little Rock. I hope I'm going to corner the market.
Well, hey, it's there. Go get it. Okay.
So my question is 2. And one of them is about the app. If I download the app, and I have my login, so I'm going to be able to send myself first a video, right, to my own email, or how do I
Yeah,
receive the video?
Right, so here's what happened. You download it to your login, like I said, with your MoreMito username and password, right? And then you're gonna see these categories up there. You'll see it where it says MoreMito info, share MoreMito info, right? And when you hover over that, that's when you're gonna see. I'm logging in myself, so I'm gonna be looking at it. That's when you're gonna see all those options down there, and there's like 3 ways that you can share. You can look at the flyer has the MoreMito story in it. And by the way, you can separately access the MoreMito story in the info, okay? Because the flyer they have there in it is not finished yet, so you can look at it, but you can't send anything out yet. It's disabled. We're still putting that together. So the 2 parts you can is where it will say share MoreMito info. Okay, now share MoreMito info gives you access to audios, videos, and docs that you can send out, and that will let you can send those. So yes, you click on one of those. You'll put in the name of who you're going to send it to from your phone. You'll choose how you're going to send it. You can text with, for example, your WhatsApp, your regular text app on your phone, email. You can try all those things out. So get one of those. I'm hovering over it right now. The first thing is customize and share your flyer. When that's actually finished, you will put in all your personal information. It'll generate the flyer, put your QR code on it, all of that. Okay.
And then because I'm going to be getting very serious about this in 2026, obviously because I need myself to take care of some issues that I'm having, which one of them is trying to improve my liver health. So you can give me some pointers on that, but before that is, what do I call myself on my taxes and my for my business record?
Okay, so this is self-employed income. I gotta refer you to your tax preparer for that. We kind of stay in our lane with mitochondria over here, okay? So check with your tax provider. But let me say one more thing about your prior question that I can say more about. When you go there and do the share docs and videos, etc., you'll see categories. You'll see people, health related, pet health related, and the opportunity side is coming up also. And that's where the opportunity place. That's where you can find the MoreMito story, right? We've got a better version coming out, but that one's getting rave reviews after this. And for example, if you click on people health related, you'll see that the weight loss has been populated, but weight management, right? Because some people want to gain weight. And you click that, and you'll see all the different interviews that are there for you to share with somebody, including Sharon's that you heard tonight. Okay, Reggie's that we hear from that guy. So it's about 10 of them in there right now. And others of these topics that we do will also populate as time goes on. So now the time we launch, we'll have a full set of those. And so you have that part. Then you have the allow others to request info from me. Okay, and with that, you click that, and there's a very detailed explanatory page that it says you have a SMS code. Everybody got it automatically. That's been there forever. We just are now putting the system behind it to make it work. You would basically give somebody that code and tell them text it to either one number for people information or another number for pet information. It will capture them a belief, right? So ask them to put their name in and whatnot so that you can send them this information. They'll do that. That shows up in your back office, accessible from your computer or your phone, right? It's all tracked right there. And that's like a little, CRM system back there. You can put notes in there about it. You'll see all the activity. What did they click on? Where did they go? What links did they hit, right? You see all that activity. So let's say you fill out a bunch of these things. As they respond, you'll see them on there. So that tells you who to talk to first and what they're interested in. So you got a big advantage there. You see
wonderful.
Right. So you got one, and Dale, tell them where they find
Here.
the video we did a couple Sundays ago.
Go to your back office, look under resources. The fourth item down is the new marketing app, the new marketing video. So that'll show you how to download it, how to get started with it. And then listen, everybody, you can't break it. Go in and start to use it. Test it with family members. As you said, do I send one to myself? Heck yes. But also send it to family members so that you know what people are going to see when you start using this incredible tool to share the message.
Yeah. And you realize that it's being worked on, right? We tell you that right up front. But those two parts that I just mentioned, the share info and the request info, that's pretty much fully operational. More stuff will be populated to share, but that's fully operational right now. It's a flyer that we've got to finish off, along with a lot of other. Everybody talks when you think about apps, but most of them apps like the door. The rest of it's in the house, right? And we've got some very detailed work that we're doing there. Get all that straightened out as we finish the content for that flyer, which is going to tell the mitochondria story, get people engaged, and then again let them identify to us what the issues are, so we know what kind of conversation to have with them, right? Huge advantage. I mean, like, I've never seen a system that works like the one we're preparing for you. That's why we had to make this. Okay, it's going to be such an advantage.
Yeah. Start using it now.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Isabel.
Okay, so
Fantastic.
what else do we have? I thought we had Esmeralda there one time. She's gone.
Still here.
I didn't put my number.
She's still here.
Technical difficulties again.
We
No,
are
let's do
back.
her first. We'll save Anthony. I want to say something to her anyway.
All right. Reggie Williams. Go ahead, Reggie.
Yes, sir. Well, what a phenomenal call. I'm sitting here in the Kroger store sharing this information with a young lady, but I just simply wanted to say, Roger, you
That was real easy to do, guys.
And ladies and gentlemen, it is just marvelous how people are going to have such success. And hey, with that, I'll turn it back over to you, Roger.
All right, thank you, Reggie.
All right.
Okay, Anthony.
Esmeralda, I've unmuted you. Share with us.
Hello, happy New Year's.
Hey.
Hello.
Yes, so I have two questions today. A little boy, 5 years old, autistic. They found some kind of bacteria, but the mom didn't tell me what kind of bacteria. So I'm not sure if she's listening. So if you could just give information. I believe it's Rejuvenate, temple to temple, bottom of the feet. Bottom of the feet. Half a restore in the morning and half a restore of the droppers later in the afternoon is what I would suggest, but I want you to reiterate that. And my second question is nanoplastics. There's a lot of talk about that affecting the brain. I'm trying to figure out if we detox that, if there's something additional. And whether we do or we don't, everyone needs to detox, the whole world. Peter McCollum, he's world-renowned known cardiologist. He says it on his videos. They have poisoned the world. 80% of Americans took the shot, and it sheds off. So basically, the world is poisoned. Blood banks are contaminated. There's a lot going on that's not being said, so people need to get educated. We need to educate to stop this vicious cycle and hopefully survive this. I believe that humanity is literally under attack. Like, I believe this is a spiritual warfare. So it's never been more important to put the word out there. And I just sent you something, Roger, for you to see. So Kennedy comes out, and he's saying that like almost 75% of Americans have a chronic illness. And then he goes on to talk about the numbers for our children. Listen, this is like a world crisis. We have to get this into everyone, on them, in them, and we just got to educate and try to do as less toxicity as you can, because there's nothing that's not toxic. Even organic is not organic. You have Bill Gates that just found a loophole, and he's going to put organic on his appeal food, which is literally poison. So those are my two questions, and then the other thing is just educational.
Okay, so with respect to the first question, if it's a child or someone who's very small, then obviously you're going to just use less because they weigh less, but everything else is the same. Okay? And with respect to toxicity, my take on toxins is this. We evolved as a super toxin. Now in the industrial age, they keep creating new ones, right? And change the name to protect the innocent. The guilty, actually. So this is why I'm so excited for everybody about this approach we're taking, because your body's what's got to fight this off. And just what we're doing, let's say like with parasites, we do that detox call, get parasites out, making cells healthier so they can get rid of stuff. And as time goes on, we learn more about it. We'll speak more specifically to the microplastics issue. It is a serious issue, okay? But we're still studying. I don't have anything to say about it right now because I don't just talk to be talking, right? But I am working on that. I am studying that, and I'll be able to speak to it very shortly, okay?
Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you. Love you guys.
All right. Dale Bonet, you get the last word.
All right, everybody, what an exciting time to be here. Go download the app. It's free. Start using it. Start to get a sense for what is about to happen, and understand this. The video, the graphics are incredible. The statements are incredible. Everything's about to change, and it all starts with you today. Get acquainted with it. If you've got questions, call us. We're just excited, and start sharing, start building your team to put this tool in their hands. We'll see you all on Saturday. Roger, back to you.
Yeah. If you are a practitioner and a natural health or MD practitioner, you've got clients or patients, right? And you would like to be a part of a special program I'm putting together for practitioners, I think it's going to help you really expand your business using our technology, both our marketing technology as well as the technology, obviously, in our products. Contact customer service. I want to talk to you, okay? Let us know who you are if you would like to be a part of that, okay? If you know some folks that are not on the line, let them know, because we're doing some different things in 26, and those of you who are in that business, it can really benefit you as well as us move our mission together, reaching more people. All right, with that, we'll let you go.
All right,
we'll
that was a
see you
call
next
for
Saturday
all
with another
practitioners.
Take care. Stay blessed until we see you again.
So Mr. Hill just did a call for all practitioners to be a part of something that he is working. I hope that you guys enjoyed listening to our conference call where we were speaking on healthy weight management. That was a topic for tonight. Healthy weight management. I'm sure everybody can benefit from healthy weight management. For those of y'all that are not familiar with our MoreMito products, again, they mentioned it several times. If you were late getting on the call, so we have our Restore Oil. Your Restore Oil, you consume it by mouth, put it under your tongue, so get into your veins real quick. We have Renew Body and Mind, which is a capsule, consumed by mouth. We have Rejuvenate Gel, which is a topical gel. And this is the brain and body bundle that you will want to order. This is for the people products. We have a pet line. So with our pet line, we have our UltraMito Petlife. And then our pets also use the Rejuvenate Gel. So these are the products that our pets use. Our Petlife, humans can use this as well, because a lot of our humans use it in the eyes because it doesn't have the citrus. The Restore Oil has citrus in it and something else that will sting if you put it in your eyes. So now we have several people that put this in their eyes because they, get the full effect. But those of y'all that don't want any stinging or anything, now the stinger will go away once you close your eyes. When you have your eyes open and the oxygen is getting in there from the air, you'll feel some stinging. But when you close out your eyes, the oxygen goes away. But anyway, so the Restore Oil has citrus and something else that animals can't have. So that was removed, and this does not have it. This is because this is called Pet Life, but this is Pet Life is for humans and for pets, because all it is the Restore Oil minus the citrus and the other ingredient, and they just put a Pet Life label on them. So again, we have a human line, people line, and a pet line. Because guess what? Humans have mitochondria and pets have mitochondria. So we have a large variety of, that needs to be on the product because everybody needs to be healthy. So this product, this is one of those products that's made for everybody. A lot of people say, they have products for everybody, but we have a natural product for everybody because every human has mitochondria and every pet has mitochondria. So, and if you don't believe me, go do your research. I've received several messages, some positive, and we've had some people that put negative comments on here today. Those that y'all are negative, God bless you. That's all I have to say on that. Because I will not allow you to rain on our parade because we have too many people out here that need help with their health, and that's what we're going to focus on. So for those of y'all that were on here and listening and are ready to create your free customer website, you're going to go to moremito.com/S Alford. Again, that's moremito.com/SALFORD. However, if somebody else referred this message to you, this episode to you, then you will, and they're a customer, then you will get back with them so that you can get their website, so that you can go to their website and create your free website. If you still have issues, and once you go to the website, then you'll click on join, then refer customer, and put your name, address, email address, phone number, and I think pick your username and password and submit it, and your website's up just like that. We do have on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie on YouTube. If you go under playlists, you can go up under. We have all sorts of episodes on different ailments, on how you can create your website, how you mix the products. As you notice, how they were saying you can mix some of your Restore Oil into your Rejuvenate Gel. But we have those videos on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. So we show you how to mix that. We also have videos on there on telling you how much is the regular dosage of the Restore Oil, which shows your dropper to the 1 milliliter line, 4 droppers. But we have a video on that. We have several helpful things that are on the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie. So you want to go on there, and we want you to subscribe as well. But and then you can forward any of those episodes out to others, because what are we trying to do? We're trying to get the education out to as many people as possible so that they can get their mitochondria strong so their body can fix itself. So again, just reiterate that, when you get your mitochondria strong, your body can fix itself anything. What do you hear a lot of people doing? Like, you heard people asking questions. Oh, does it help this? Oh, does it help this ailment? Or, does it help, I think it's autism. Oh, does it help cancer? When you build your mitochondria up, it doesn't go according to conditions. We're in the mitochondria business. We're not in the healing business. We're in the mitochondria business. So when you build your mitochondria up, which mitochondria is a powerhouse of your cells, when you build your mitochondria up, your body can fix itself from anything. God designed our body to know how to fix itself. So just, get on the bandwagon. Become a customer. Whether you could become a customer of mine or whether somebody else refers you, just become a customer so you can get your mitochondria strong. Y'all heard Mr. Hill put the word out that he's looking for practitioners because he has a special program that he want to work with, practitioners that want to work alongside of him, right? It doesn't make a difference whether you're a practitioner, whether say you're a coach. If you're a coach, you need to have your team on the products. You need to be on the products. You have to have your team on the product. You will see how your team advances, just by getting their mitochondria stronger, right? Whether it be them having more energy, whether they, can do more push-ups, sit-ups, catch more footballs, get more touchdowns, don't get more basketball, more get the ball in the hoop. Baseball, hit more home runs, or even just hit so you can get on the base, and everything. It's awesome to see how people progress, y'all. All my kids are in sports, and my grandkids are in sports and everything, and it's just awesome, to see how people progress and then what they can do for themselves to progress even more. Excuse me, you guys. But you have to educate yourself, and educating yourself on getting your mitochondria strong is one of the best things that you can do. I actually learned because our doctors had me on 18 to 20 different medications. That you name it, they were putting me on medications for this, that, and everything. And medications have side effects. With those side effects, doctors were telling me, "Oh, I would never be able to do this. I'll never be able to do that. I'll never be able to take care of my family. I couldn't, wouldn't be able to have any more kids." Um, Several things. Okay, those two I just named. I have a daughter that's 20 something years old that came after they told me I couldn't have any more kids. Again, God knows how to fix our body. The mitochondria fixes our body. We just have to give our body what it needs so our body can perform the way it needs to perform. Told me I'd never be able to take care of my family again. Well, not only was I able to take care of my family, but I can help my family take care of family and everything, right? So, like I said, God has a last say so. And it's all about educating yourself. They say knowledge is power, right? So when you get that knowledge, you have that power to, learn different things and then know what you need to put in your body, right? But these are one of the products. These are products that everybody needs. Every human and every pet. It doesn't make a difference what you have. HIV, AIDS, like I said, autistic, heart issues, blood clots, migraines, TMJ, you name it. Poor eyesight, being blind, loss of hearing, not being able to walk, you name it. You want to get your mitochondria strong. Get your mitochondria strong and see what your body does. And then get back to us. I'd love to have your testimonial on here so we can share with other people how you were before you tried the MoreMito products. So how you were before you got on Mito, and then after you got on Mito, how you are after that. I spoke with a new customer earlier today, and she just got her products in just a couple of days ago. And she was like, one thing I can tell you is I have so much more energy. We hear that a lot. I've experienced that. I've had times where I had so much energy, I had to make myself go to sleep. Just stop doing what I'm doing, stop working, stop cleaning, and make myself go to sleep from having so much energy. So those of y'all that have lack of energy, you want to get your MoreMito product, so you can build that energy up. But again, either get back with the person that referred you, if referred by myself or seeing one of my episodes, then get back with the person that referred you. Otherwise, you'll go to moremito.com/S Alford. That's moremito.com/SALFORD. If you have questions, feel free to text, and you can text 817-382-2124. Again, 817-382-2124, and we would love to get your questions answered. Even if I don't know the answer, hey, I know who to contact where we can get your questions answered. So again, we hope that you've enjoyed the Health and Wealth Show with Stephanie, or you may have been watching on Success on Stephanie. Either way, we hope that you have enjoyed the episode on weight management, and we hope that you're excited and want to get your weight under management, because a lot of us don't have our weight under management. So have a wonderful one.